Here is Immortal Moments for explanation. Friends, like videos and subscribes to our channel. Immortality Season 6 Episode 23 Explanation. So let's start our explanation. What? A hare has such a large ability? It is too outrageous. Fang Han's heart was scared and shrunk. He thought that this jewelry is a powerful incarnation of the young and beautiful. I did not expect that the other party was actually a hare. Think about it, this exquisite fairy statue in the hundreds of billions of miles away from what Zuma teaches, guessed, sensing a small thing in the world of Xian Huang, rooting hare, condensed the millennium repair, directly throwing time and space, take the first master of the mysterious secret, the second master repels. What is this means? Unable to describe. Even Fang Feng, a lawless person, can't imagine it. He has also seen many great people, but people like Linglong Xianzuan are so powerful that they are afraid of the seal of the ancient demon statue, the mysterious person. They must be slightly different. Of course, these people are not sealed or trapped. Fang Han does not know what their true strength is. At this moment, Fang Han finally understood. Why is it that Lingxian Xianzuan, with one person's strength, supports the great religion and counters too much? After 4,000 years, I have cultivated to this point. How powerful it is. Oh, you see a lot of knowledge. What do you think of Linglong Xianzuan? Fang Hanxin said. Oh. In Huang Quan too, also scared and trembled. Too powerful, too powerful. How is it possible? How could it be cultivated to this point? A hare, attached to the millennium. If you repair it, you can repel the two strong players. This is close to Huang Quan's emperor. Is it that this exquisite fairy is a nine-heavy and long-lasting master of the longevity? It has really reached the end of the world. To the point? Linglong Xianzuan, a total of only 4,000 years of life, this loss of the millennium repair, it also lost a lot. Fang Hanxin Dao? Although she has a lifespan of 4,000 years, she has cultivated her to this realm. The celestial spirit that is swallowed every day is equivalent to more than 1,000 times the ordinary longevity secret. That is to say, the master of the elders of heavenly punishment, practicing for 1,000 days, it is equivalent to the strength of her cultivation of a day. She said that the millennium is cultivated. In fact, it also cultivates the essence of vitality accumulated for 1 year. For her, it is a slap in the face. You have not eliminated the panic in your heart. Fang Han saw this action of, knowing that it is really scared, met a big man, otherwise it would not be so excited and fearful. Huang Quan too. I heard the name of this magic weapon in the past, but unfortunately, I did not hand over with Huang Quan. I did not practice on that day, and Huang Quan is a generation of demons, tearing the door of the fairy world. Unfortunately, also only these emperors can match me. The current emperor, including the innate class, is shallow. It is really disappointing me. But in your body, I have seen the shadow of Huang Quan. The thin shadow of the exquisite fairy continues to speak. Thank you for your respect. Fang Han hurriedly greeted the beautiful young man of this brocade suit, and he was not respectful. This is a humility from strength. For this kind of existence, you should keep your own humility. Teaching? Linglong Xianjiao laughed. You killed a small giant Jindan, 1,000 miles, and dedicated Jindan to me for a birthday. If people are harmed halfway, who would dare to send this to me? Waiting for the big ceremony? However, the two people, Yang Shui and Fan Qingying, are really powerful. I almost can't beat them. If one day, they step into the longevity secret, the strength is 10 times stronger. I must use another. The asterisk of the gods is a body. A hare can't. Please also ask Xian Zun to point me to repair. Fang Han was busy and encountered the existence of Linglong Xianzuan, and did not let her point to practice. It was too failed. You practiced my exquisite magical Da Luotian's magical power. It was Hui Yuna who was trapped in Taiyuan Shenfu. You got her Jindan. There is nothing. You can come out from Taiyuan Shenfu. I have a fate. I have to rely on your strength in the coming days. With the door of the fairy sect of the Taiyuan Immortal, I will prepare for the opening of the door of the fairy world. Now I will point out your practice, there is not much time, etc. You came to my exquisite blessing, at that time my true body came back. I will tell you in detail about the mystery of the exquisite magical delusion. As for the cultivation of the 5 emperors, I don't point you. Your 8 Buddhism is originally the treasure of the Qianlong family, and it is very powerful. You actually use the power of the 5 elements to make it into a prototype, which is quite rare. Linglong Xianzun looked at Fang Han and was not interested in Huang Quantu. However, she had some insights into the 8 Buddhism. Xianzun, what is the existence of these 5 elements? I have always been unsure, and when I was practicing, I did not intend to integrate into the magic of these 8 floating sects. I am still too shallow to know what happened, and if I flew away in the future, I was abandoning it and it was quite heartbreaking. For the charm of the 5 elements, Fang Han has never known what it is. To be honest, practicing the magic weapon of the 8 Buddhism has always been his most confusing thing. Especially now, the King of Blood Knight is integrated into the Blood Buddha. In the event of any change in the future, if you lose a device, you will lose money. I know a little bit about the magical symbols of the 5 elements. It is the most mysterious 6-character mantra in ancient Buddhism. The 6 characters above this symbol are the unseen, the seed syllables that existed innately, symbolizing the universe of heaven and earth. All the blessings are the ones used to bless the magic weapon. Originally, the ancient Buddhism power suppressed the red magic demon, and then left this magical blessing, that is, hope that one day, this charm can and the 5 elements of the land, the red devils and his 840 million demon refining together became a magic weapon. However, they did not expect that the red devils were very powerful, which weakened the power of the magical characters and gradually controlled the 5 elements. It's going to get out of trouble. The power of this charm is now greatly reduced. The power of the past is enough to kill the master of the longevity. Linglong Xianzun's voice is as smooth as water, and it is explained in detail to Fang Han. Even the name of the ancient demon statue has been said. Obviously it is very familiar with some ancient events. What should I do? Fang Han heard the eclipse. There is nothing, this charm is the power of blessing, that is to say, it is attached to any magic weapon, and it will gradually increase the ability for the magic weapon. Since you will have the Buddha's mind, you will use the Buddha's heart to worship this day. The spirit of the Tao, long and deep, this magic weapon gradually increased its power. 8 Buddhism, I have seen some ancient dragons refining for tens of thousands of years, have not been successful, but you have this charm, maybe one day, will the final refining was successful. Linglong Xianzun said, you suppressed the ***** soft water sword? This sword is not the same as the ancient water god, which was made with the blood and the spirit of the spirit, and has been raised for many years, and your blood will be repaired 2 or 2 times, and you will surely increase your power. When you completely surrender this sword, you can put it into the 8 floating sects and condense the blood Buddha. Finally, turn these 8 floating bats into a road. At that time, the power was so big that it was hard to imagine. Between this speech, the body of Linglong Xianzun gradually became thinner, and the spirits dispersed. The blue silk flew over to Fang Han, wrapped around the tip of Fang Han's finger, and the voice of Linglong's statue was conveyed from the void. Come, this hair, although the millennium has been used up, but there is incredible ability, it is wrapped around your fingertips, you can save your life when necessary. Well, Zuma teaches away from the world of Xianhuang very far away, with my supernatural powers, it is impossible to exist for a long time. You will be good at it all the way to the exquisite land. Then the voice was silent. The Lingbo Wanxian *** sword array also flew over and fell into the hands of Fang Han. The beautiful boy who dressed up as a woman in a brocade suit, a generation of giants, exquisitely demon, disappeared without a trace. But deeply portrayed the brand in the depths of Fang Han. There are such powerful people in the world. I can't imagine anything I can cultivate to such a realm. Fang Han looked at the glimpse of the blue silk, and did not speak for a long time. You are only in the realm of Jin Dan, and the longevity and mystery are still far away. It may not be possible to get her. Unless it is the genius of the immortal world, she can completely destroy her. The longevity secret, there is nothing wrong, I must upgrade the realm. Now I am in the realm of Jin Dan. I think that we can sweep the world. Now it seems that the realm is too low and we must go further to save our lives. Today, if I am the 8th and the 9th, I might be able to take it easy and even defeat the 2 completely. At this time, Fang Han had another calculation in his heart. Fang Han, this time we harvested is not small, actually suppressed a device, blood and water sword. And also got this picture, tens of thousands of flying swords baby. Lingbo Wanxian ** sword array but one of the Taiku sword arrays. I feel comfortable. Forget it, this sword array must be given to the female disciples of Linglong Fudi. Linglong Shinzuan gave me this, I can't just swallow it, naturally I still have to send it out. I have to make a personal feeling, if I don't understand the taste, let this exquisite fairy is light. Fang Hanshin understands, let's go, this place can't stay for a long time. Fortunately, the Nebula baby has not suffered any damage. In this fight, the Nebula baby has long been hiding in the depths of the 5-star bracelet of the sun and the moon, and then enters the Huangquan map. Double protection, there is no harm. Under the battle of this situation, the battle is almost in the longevity only hide, help is also helpless. It's really amazing. The Nebula baby climbed out and swayed in a big head. Almost died, that exquisite fairy, even more powerful than my parents. Linglong Shenzuan is one person's strength, and she is alone. There is nothing in her martial art. If she is not so powerful, she will have been killed. Fang Han nodded. She is indeed better than your comet is mainly at several levels. Let's go, I want to see what her real body is like. She is a guest in Zuma. What is Zuma? I never heard of it. Nebula baby wondered. I don't know what Zuma is. It is also a mysterious and powerful martial art in the extraterrestrial sky. It is similar to the Promised Star Palace. Fang Han shook his head, the forces in the Xianhuang big world are enough, but the universe is heaven and earth. Among them, the monks are like the number of Qianhe sands. Endless, one day, I cultivated into the longevity secret, to understand the extent of the void, to tear the void, to carry through the space, will leave the Xianhuang big world, travel to the vast starry sky once, what Buddha, Protoss, devil, dragon, all kinds of beasts, monsters, and creatures must see it with their own eyes. Let's go, first go to the great Xian Empire to find the Prince of Shangyu, hurry to go to the exquisite and blessed to worship the life is better. Ron said, when it comes to the exquisite blessing, the real body of Linglong Shenzuan will come back, when she points to your repair you may be able to survive the raging fire, and then consolidate the heavens and the earth. Jin Dan is a threshold. After crossing, the repair will be refined. Fang Han did not speak, flew to the great Xian Empire, and at his current speed, since he cultivated into Jin Dan, he has reached 1,000 times the speed of sound. And silently and without a break, in a short while, I arrived at the Xianhuang city, the capital of the great Xian Empire, and went to the King of Princes. After experiencing this turmoil, Fang Han's thoughts of sweeping the mysterious mystery slightly converged. The magical powers of the two masters of Vanqing Shadow and Smoke Water One made him scrupulous, but it's good. I got the help of Linglong Shenzuan, defeated the enemy and saved my life. Otherwise, Fang Han really wants to blue Jin Dan and die with the people. Hua Qianju and Yang Shui's repairs are not much different. If I am working with Hua Qian now and killing him completely, I have to pay a huge price. If he is at the last minute, he will spur the Yuanshan and pull me into the water. Can go with me. After this battle, Fang Han gradually inferred some of his previous inferences, and found some ways to kill Hua Qianju and not be countered by the other side. Otherwise, with his current cultivation, even if he can defeat each other, he will be seriously injured by the other side, and he will be seriously injured. If he loses his body, he will never be able to cultivate into the longevity, and the loss will be too great. Not worth it. To completely kill Hua Tiandu, so that the other side has no chance to counterattack, the realm must be upgraded, and then promoted, at the very least, and Hua Tian are in the same realm. They are all supernatural and change their lives. The flaws he made himself were also a hole in the fire. Although the power of the 90 kinds of magical powers is large, it directly kills the masters of the same realm, but because his realm is too low, he is motivated and the mana is not long enough. If it weren't for the support of the tree of the world, if it was pushed 1 or 2 times, it would be exhausted. If you cultivate to the supernatural powers, the expansion of the sea, and the more powerful mana under the accumulation, the atmosphere is long. Without the world tree, you can fight for a long time. At that time, the real world was big and it was going up and down. His current mana is close to the power of a 100 million horse. However, this is explosive. It is the ultimate strength. To go one step further and expand this ultimate power, that is impossible. Unless it breaks into the longevity secret. The limit of the magical mystery, Fang Han saw it in this battle. The mana of the outbreak can never break through the 100 million, and even push the power of the Shangping Dao, and cannot pass 100 million. Life cannot be long-live, and mana cannot exceed 100 million. This is the limit of the magical mystery. The only difference is who can last longer and have a longer mana. Can erupt for a longer time. The most powerful means of Fang Han's battle was to compress Jin Dan, and then suddenly expanded to reach a 100 million horse, but he only used it twice, and the mana could not help. Otherwise, if you show it a few times, you will break through the encirclement and go away. It is already the limit to perform twice in a row. If he cultivates into the mysterious secrets of the gods, expands the sea, and accommodates more mana, he can perform it many times, even compressing, expanding, compressing, and expanding the world and earth law in an instant, and the 90 kinds of supernatural powers continue to operate. Between dozens of times. The second time is a 100 million horse galloping power, then no one can parry. At that time, I was afraid that Hua Qian would meet each other and be vomited by the earthquake. There is no chance to fight back. When you cultivate to that level, you don't need any magic weapon. Jin Dan's world and earth law is the most powerful magic weapon. Shentong's heaven and earth law is much more condensed than Jin Dan's, and it is more proficient. Thinking of this, Fang Han's desire to improve his realm is even stronger. A sweep of Jin Dan's soul is impetuous. After Jin Dan's cultivation, he thought that he was the first person in the mysterious secret world, and he could cross the world. But today's battle, whether it is Smoke One or Vanqing Shadow, gave him a vivid and practical lesson. Let him learn the lesson, understand that there are days outside the sky, people outside the people, always be on the guard, be careful not to repair the truth. It doesn't take much to find the king of the prince. The 24 prince is waiting for him in the house. As soon as I saw the cold coming, I was overjoyed. Fang Han, I am looking forward to the night, I am finally waiting for your trace. Some gifts to the exquisite blessings, I am ready. About the Fajian magic weapon worth 200 or 300 million medicinal herbs, what have you brought? I know that you can get into the gold in a day, and we have got a lot of benefits on the Dragon Star. Can you borrow my 500 million yuan medicine? Let's go to the heavenly pavilion to buy some treasures. The gift will be shocked. 1 point. I heard that many of the masters of the martial art have given gifts. Your current name is loud and sent less than others. It will be cold. In the treasure house of the royal palace, the prince of the prince made a large number of scattered gift collections such as small moon real people, various low-level tactics, such as blasting wind, rude Jin Fu, and iron armor. The disciples of the flesh are used, a large number of swords, flying swords, and some treasures of the next product, medicinal herbs. A dazzling array of hundreds of magic weapons. When Fang Han heard this, there was a bit of a bitter smile in his heart. Where can he still get the money in the day? The celestial spirit of the world tree is not enough, and I can't wait twice as much. And the baby on the body, clean and yo. A volume of Lingbo Wanxian *** sword array, or Ling Long Xianzuan charge, take out gifts, this kind of thing cannot be done. However, in front of the king of the prince, he naturally wants to pretend to have a wealthy appearance. This is nothing to say, it is on my body. Since you have arranged, I will be relieved. The prince is very relieved that the other side's strength is too strong. Suddenly, he looked at Fang Han's eyes and drank a little. It seemed to be chewing, and suddenly the whole body violently shocked. You made Jin Dan. Yes, I built Jindan. Fang Han slightly released his breath of Jindan, and it is the golden dragon of 90 kinds of magical powers. I have now refining the ghosts of the 9 ghosts, sweeping the mysterious secrets. The top master is not to mention. Even if it is the first on the longevity list, the second one will kill me. Not only the prince, but also the real person of Seria, the first real person, the real person of Liangshan, the real person of Shihua, the heads of these scattered martial art, all went down. The whole person seems to be on the ground like a tortoise. They cannot stand Fang Han Jindan powerful. The pressure is not only on the asterisk, the soul is completely surrendered. Fang Han knows that at this moment, he is truly the leader of these scattered sects. Fang Han took his Jindan breath back into the body, and these scattered repairs were relieved, and they breathed for a moment before they came back. They looked at Fang Han's eyes and there were many fearful looks. 90 kinds of magical powers, 90 kinds of supernatural powers. Jindan, how many people can be cultivated since the ages? You actually built Jindan. And it is the life of the 90 kinds of magical powers. Ha 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 ha, under the longevity of the world, you are indeed the number 1. According to the strength ranking on the longevity list, you rank 1. The prince laughed, and the houses with laughter were shaken. Report. For emperors, ye prince came. At this moment, suddenly a few fleshy bodies, the guards of the realm of change, quickly ran in. What, the 4th brother came. He also got a lot of benefits in the Dragon Star. I heard that he recently recruited a lot of masters. This time he also wants to send a birthday gift to Linglong Shenzhen. A glimpse of the prince, watching Fang Han. Go, let's go out and meet. Fang Han became a death study student, still the reincarnation of Huang Quantu. Now Huang Quantu has opened the bridge of Naiha. Even if it is the long life secret of the ancient giant, it is impossible to see the real face of Fang Han. As soon as he walked out of the gate of the palace, Fang Han saw that it was the 4 emperors, the easy princes, and the 13 emperors, and the princes. Arrived at the door, and behind them, stood a few strong black men. These black people, dressed in secrets, seem to be scattered, and they are like masters of magic, but they don't have a trace of magic. They seem to contain a terrible force. There is a high between them, and they will never look down on any creatures. To enslave the breath of any soul. Whether it is a demon, a fairy, or a demon, all are lower than they are. Fang Han is very familiar with this kind of eyes. Especially the tree of the world of his eyebrows, shaking with violent. Because these black people are Protoss. Powerful Protoss. Moreover, these black people, compared to the illusion, the magical gods are much stronger. It seems to be the king above the Daomen Jindan master. God King, is actually the of the Protoss? What are they doing? The Protoss want to infiltrate into the Great Xian Empire? Although the Protoss is a baby warehouse, but the masters of the king level, it is very difficult to kill. Maybe they have a behind them? Protoss, the is equivalent to the master of heaven and humanity, and the king is equivalent to the master above Jindan. A king, if all are ordinary Jindan, I can kill all, but these gods unfathomable. Fang Han saw these gods, and the boiling water in his heart was generally boiling. Among the Protoss, the Shenzhen is equivalent to the 5-point mysterious, 6-skilled master. God King is the mysterious secret 7 heavy Jindan, 8 heavy, 9 heavy, 10 heavy. Can be called the king. The Shen Emperor is the ancient giant of the longevity secret. Power is boundless. These God Kings seem to be on the surface and they are very common. They are like small moon real people, first real people, Shihua real people, and a batch of scattered repairs. If they use ordinary Taoism to detect them, they are all supernatural, 5 heavy characters. However, Fang Han is able to use the tree of the world to sense it. These are all kings of God. In particular, there are 2 gods, and the cold light between the blinking eyes conveys the despair of inhumanity, and does not know how deep the cultivation is. The God's power of these Protoss is not the same as that of the general monk, and the power is much more powerful than the average monk. For brother, what is the wind blowing you today? The prince of the prince did not know the origins of these Protoss and thought it was the ordinary dispersal that the easy prince recruited. He has the backing of Fang Han, and now it is really the giant of the longevity secret, not in the corner of the eye. 24 brothers, are you not calculating the birthday to Ling Long Shenzhuan? I naturally have to go. Let's take care of it along the way. Also, the monk you recruited, the student who is a student, can actually both the dragon and the Huaqian are robbing the magic weapon. With his support, he will be able to make a career. Easy Prince looked at Fang Han, like laughing and laughing. I don't know what this deep prince is thinking at the moment. Oh? Desperate scholars? Can you actually grab the magic weapon from Huaqian? At this moment, a black man behind the Easy Prince stood up and looked up and down with cold eyes. A pair of disbeliefs. The look, the eyes are cold and inhuman, can see through the cycle of life and death of anyone. Who is this? Fang Han shook his hand in the fan and said lightly, I don't know where the Easy Prince is recruiting. This is the monk of Emperor Shishan, Mr. Dacia. The 13th Emperor, the Prince of War, introduced that he once worshipped Fang Han and was very impressed with Fang Han's mana. The Emperor released the mountain? It has never been heard. Fang Han smiled slightly. Overseas scattered martial art only, the thin name does not enter the ear. Mr. Dacia, the mysterious of the Black Protoss, stared at Fang Han for a while, only slowly swallowed. The life of the scholar, the desperate scholar, this name, killing people. Unfortunately, it is too overbearing. If someone is taken away, it should be on this name. Is it? I am in the world, countless years, only I have taken life, never before others can take my life. I want to see, who can take my life? Took the fan and slap it. Sure enough, good spirits, exquisite and blessed, rumors in the distant overseas. The sea is extremely dangerous, 40 thieves are fierce, and you have such a mana, then we must have no thrills. Another black man left come up, in the Emperor Shitsuyama Yamato. Fang Hanshin's sneer, this, Mr. Dacia, and Mr. Day, is the most unfathomable existence among these great kings. It is the leader of this group of people. However, the real strength, but also to play against can be estimated, because the Protoss and the monks are different, and do not know what magic weapon these people have. The last few gods, the treasures stored in the body, are equivalent to a treasure house. Now these giant kings do not know how many treasures are there. However, Fang Han obviously cannot be easily shot. At the moment, the princes of war have introduced this monk from the Emperor's Mountain to Fang Han. In addition to the previous two, Mr. Dacia, Mr. Yamato, there are 5 full monks. There are a total of 7 kings of the king. The tree of the world of Fang Hanmei's heart is surging wildly. If it is not Fang Han's efforts to suppress it, it is likely that a burst of breath will erupt to engulf the 7 kings. The tree of the world is the nemesis of the Protoss. Otherwise, the Protoss power of the epochal billion years ago will not cut it. However, before Fang Han did not figure out the details, he would not easily shoot this group of gods, but this group of gods seems to have a bit of killing. Looking at his eyes is like looking at the pigs to be slaughtered. These gods want to hit my idea? Perhaps it is to get close to the 4 emperors, to gain the trust of this person, kill me to get a name. But whoever kills is not necessarily, and first go on the road. On the road. At the moment of Fang Han, the fan waved, since it is ready, then we will set off on the road, and the 40-year-old life of Ling Long Shenzhuan will only be delayed in 10 days, and it will be delayed. That is also true, 24 brothers, let's go. Yi Prince looked at Fang Han deeply, I don't want to be late. Okay. At the moment, the prince and the fangs rise to the sky. The 4 emperors and the 13 emperors, the 7 great kings of the king also flew up, the 2 sides of the mana, connected into a shrine, flew overseas. Overseas, the waves are rolling, the horizon is boundless, the blue sky and white clouds, the long whales are absorbing water. I don't know how many demons and ghosts are hidden, the monks, the most powerful, Wangguixian Island, does not say, even the Lady Cave House, opened by Fang Qingxue is among them. Fang Hanfei came to the sea and suddenly remembered that Lady Dongfu did not know how to operate. The sea is difficult to cross, I don't know how many, even if it is a monk with a 5-fold, heavenly person, it is impossible to fly over. I have to find some islands and rest in the middle. But now these people are high-ranking and wealthy people. Farging Jade does not need money to draw, but does not need to rest. Between the flight, suddenly Mr. Dacia's mouth was cold and yin. The life of the scholar, your cultivation is very well hidden. We can't even wear it. I don't know if you are practicing in the realm of Jindan, or are you 8, 9, or even 10. The hidden atmosphere of your body, the one that changes shape. The magic weapon is amazing. Fang Han's heart was shocked. He did not think that this, Mr. Dacia, could actually guess that his own Huang Quan's reincarnation is a magical use. I have so many hidden treasures, but I don't know Mr. Dacia. Which one are you talking about? Hey. Mr. Dacia smiled twice in the cold. Suddenly his eyes changed, pointing to the front. Devil! Be careful! The prince was shocked, and he saw the front, the wind, and the entire sea level turned into a bleak color. The sounds of countless ghosts and screams came from far away, and the clouds were like horses. I don't know. How many invisible demons are turned into distorted shapes and fluttering? Fang Han even saw that every 10,000 heads of demon had a demon-level master in command and command. Completely condense these demons into one strand, and look at it at a glance. I don't know how many demons there are. It seems that the Mozu army has come to the world to conquer the heavens and the earth. Although Fang Han has seen countless demons, the 100 days of the battlefield, flesh and mud, and water margins, but seeing these many days of magic, still can't believe their eyes. The demon army in front of us has no end to the horizon and extends into the void in the distance. Why are there so many devils at sea? Could it be that the gods of these Protoss are ghosts? You know, the demon was once a war of the Protoss. Although it was later rebellious, the Protoss can still make the devil use it for himself. Fang Han hurriedly used the gods to sweep the 7 kings around him. Mr. Dacia is only a body, and it is separated from Fang Han. This is the army of the gods, let us kill each other and join again. Between the words, the 7 great kings, the easy prince, the 13 princes and the princes at the same time forced to fly away. Just between this flight, the black-pressed Qianmo army has already oppressed. The first thing is to take a hand-painted Fangqian painting, wearing a black devil's armor, and it seems that it is a practice of infuriating and reaching the magical power. The second most master of the secret. Of course, such a demon king is not worth mentioning at all. It can kill 100 between Fang Han. However, in all directions, such a demon is actually no less than hundreds. Each demon king has led a powerful celestial demon, condensed into a line of law, the magic of each other, connected into one. Circulating with each other, Fang Han used his eyes to see, these densely demon gods, the demon king, actually formed a huge and incomparable, surrounded by a huge magical array of thousands of miles. Let's go. Fang Han first, guarding the body, then fiercely pointing a finger, a little star big starlight, shot toward the first demon king. This is the magical power of Xingsha refining thunder. The demon king smiled and used Fang Qianhua to pick it up. He directly picked it above the starlight. Suddenly, the starlight exploded and became a million star sand. Every star sand was a ****** thunder, and it was blown up in the demon. Among the group, a burst of thunder broke through everywhere, but suddenly in the big devil's array, it conveyed a sigh of magic, directly drowning the star sand thunder. Sure enough, it is a magical array. Fang Han's heart glimpsed. The star of the sand-smelting thunder, which he displayed, was only 1% of his strength, but it was enough to kill a large piece of the demon. Now, there is no kill at all. At this time, on the top of this magic array, Mr. Dacia, Mr. Day, is easy to be prince, the 13 kings and princes, and 5 Protoss gods are standing safely in the clouds, watching the following demons array. Mr. Dacia, you said that this magic array can really trap the dead masters. Of course, this hate demon array is a large array of 3.6 million devils and 360 devils. One is trapped in it. It is not a long-lived mysterious giant, and it has to be stripped of skin. I am the emperor of the emperor, and I hate a part of the demon that is raised in the compass. I lie here early and get rid of the dead masters for the 4 kings. The green light flashed in the eyes of Mr. Dacia. This time, the 4 kings, the 13 kings know our strength. The life of the scholar. This monk's identity is very mysterious. I have been skeptical. He is another person. But I am not sure, this time, to seize this opportunity, to remove this person, or to arrest and seize, forcing him to rely on me. Otherwise, the 24 brothers have this kind of help, and they are not a threat to me. But you still have to be careful of his supernatural powers. This person can be a small one. You can destroy the Qingyang ancestors with one stroke. The 4 emperors are easy to move to the left, and it seems that they are not assured that the devil can trap each other. The ancestor of Qingyang? The kind of waste, also called the ancestors? A god king, disdained, our people who release the mountain, you can kill him 10 times. In addition to the longevity of the secret, the Van Gogh giant, as well as the top 10 on the list of long-lived alternates, some people who have deep practice and possess the Tao, we say that it is really not in the eyes. This is a good saying. Mr. Yamato nodded. Even if this person is powerful, it will not be a giant of the ages. Moreover, this hates the devil's array, 3.6 million demon, 360 devils, but it is used consuming his mana. Even if he breaks out, the mana will consume a lot. When I just take it out, I can directly suppress him forever. Several gentlemen, you can set up a big demon like the hateful demon array, and support such a large number of demon. It really makes me stunned. I have heard that the first true disciple of the group of stars, the star is evil. An ancient Buddha door to the treasure, burning ancient Buddha umbrella, which raised 5 million days of magic, was turned into this Buddha bow, prayed every day, can provide him with a pure willingness to continue. Do not know compared to the big summer. How about the hateful compass in the mouth of the gentleman? The 4 emperors, easy prince, looked at the magic circle below. The magic is rolling, and the death study is in it, guarding himself with a group of stars, cannot see what magical power he is playing inside. However, it seems to be quite difficult. Heavenly lamp, ancient Buddha umbrella? This is a Chinese-style Taoist device. It is a Buddhist monk. It is made up of the great Buddhism Guan refining. The power of the devil is different. But the Chinese style can only be used. The 5 kings of the fertility, the devil under the heavens and the human world, and my emperor's hateful compass, but can surrender the supernatural 5-powered, 6-powerful. Unless you become a magical golden dragon, you cannot think of the hateless compass. Bondage is just a top quality. Mr. Yamato also looked into the magic array, casually said, this is a life-threatening student, not the magical power of cultivation, but the power of the authentic stars. But it seems that he can't break this hate. Shangping Dao? What is the emperor's release of the mountain? The 13 emperor battled the prince with a shock, using the spirit and the 4 emperors, easy prince, to exchange. 4 brothers, I always feel that these people are very mysterious. 2 months ago, I came to the door and suddenly turned around. I was able to get rid of the desperate scholars, and I was able to command so many devils. 300 and 600,000 devils were returned, and 360 demon kings were able to command. The devil, but the master of the magical mystery. Even the true disciples of the general martial art, there are not so many, although the demon this race, thousands of times more than humans, but the ability to surrender so many devils is already what is the means of the giants of the ancients. Also, what is the concept of the Shangping Dao? There is only one royal family in our great empire. And we don't even have a single device. These people, I suspect that it is a monk in the outer space. The emperor released the mountain, and it must be a mysterious and powerful martial art in the extraterrestrial space. It is not under the 10 Commandments. Otherwise, it is impossible to have the Shangping. I used the mind to analyze and said, when you come to the world of Xianhuang, there must be some plots, but I can use their power. I see that the student is not a simple character. I hate the devil, but it is sleepy. Can't live with him, we can watch them lose both. This is indeed the case. In this way, we can see the true details of the 7 monks and the scholars who lived in the mountains. The 13 emperors battled the prince. Fang Han, why do we suddenly encounter so many devils at sea? If there is such a demon in the sea, it has been eradicated by Wangguixian Island and the scattered martial art. Here, there are at least millions of devils, hundreds. The devil is the first day. Prince, at this time, Fang Han was shrouded in a circle of stars, And Fang Han's fingers flicked, and many stars became, selling stars and knives, flying everywhere, and many gods in the battle. He will display with 2 stars and magical powers. I will protect myself. If I guessed it well, these gods are the few Mr. D'Asia who were recruited by the Prince of Easy, and Mr. Yamato arranged them to kill us. Of course, you will not kill you, but you can kill me. There are a lot of plans in the middle. The prince's squad was shocked. Impossible. There are a few monks who have released the mountain, and they have not cultivated a golden dan. Where is it so powerful? This is their hidden cultivation. These people's cultivation, each one is 10 times more powerful than the Qingyang ancestors. Even more than the one-door giant's Jindan disciple. That day, 2 businessmen even have it may be more powerful than Black King. How is it possible? Which of the sects has such a power? They are not sects. They are a terrible existence. The reason why I don't do it is that I don't want to fight with chickens. These people, if they run away, let us notice the terrible existence behind them. Then we will never be lost. Fang Han is still slow to send out the stars and devils, and gathering stars and resilience, 2 kinds of stars, a 4-sided kill, a guardian. These gods are powerful, but for a time, they cannot attack the damage to him. Now he has been built into Jindan, and these 2 stars have been used to show their devotion and perfection. Feel free to sway more than the true disciples of the group of stars. He is pondering the situation first and does not want to act rashly. This person has been trapped for half an hour in the battle. There is no sign of mana consumption. This is consumed. I am afraid that there will be more nights and nights. If any orthodox monk comes, it will destroy our plan. After the hour, I saw that the Death of Life, who was trapped in the center of the magic array, was still staring, but only slightly dimmed. A king of God, wrinkled no. All right, we are 7 people, and we are willing to waste some energy and catalyze the demon. Let the power of this hateful sky be provoked 10 times. See if his support does not support it. Mr. Yamato waved his hand. Good. The other 6 gods, agreeing together, and whispering a mysterious mantra in his mouth, his face was red and green, and suddenly he opened his mouth and spurted a secretive spirit. This vitality does not belong to any chi, does not belong to any fine elements, completely without the slightest gentleness, but cold, strange, supreme, with the noble atmosphere of the ruler. This is the blood of God, of the Protoss. If it is a demon, if you take the blood of this a little, you will be able to increase your strength. It's as if the monk ate madness and reduced life. The Chinmore family was created by the Protoss. At that time, the strong man who made the demon had originally copied the blood of the Protoss, but the devil and the Protoss always had shortcomings. If you can get the blood of God, you can make up for the blood, and the power is 10 or even 10 times stronger. Puff. The blood of a group of gods turned into countless fog and entered the hate of heaven, formed by the 3.6 million days of magic. Hey, hey. Suddenly, all the demons, as if they were full of suffocating swells. Some powerful demons have even begun to change. Originally invisible and unqualified body actually grew scales, and some even grew a few hands, several heads. There is a tendency to evolve into a demon king. The power of hating the demon squad suddenly expanded, and it formed a grinding disc, 360 demon kings, each leading a 10,000-day demon, madly spinning up, bringing a sinister sorrow, to completely smash Fang Han. The magic of a stock, rising into the sky, and the sea of thousands of miles, all the creatures, fish and shrimp, sea snakes, turtles, and even the jellyfish in the deep sea, have been rolled up, blood into the magic array. In an instant, the sea area of 1,000 miles has become a Shura abattoir. This magic array, great power. The strength of these people actually can make the devil change like this. What is it? The 13 Emperor battled the prince and shuddered. With the strength of his master Jindan, he felt that his body was ready to move, and he was involved in the magic array. I am trapped in this magical array, and I am afraid I will die. The 4 princes and the prince's fist secretly clenched a little and sacrificed an invisible sword to protect the body. He suddenly cried, "That is the life study student, finally I have to support it." His voice has not yet fallen, and the Fang Han in the array has already noticed that this is a golden opportunity. The seven-headed god, spurting his own strength, catalyzing the demon, is too late to escape. Do not shoot at this time, but when? He condensed mana and suddenly sacrificed his life, Jin Dan, and concentrated again, suddenly expanding thousands of times. Rumble. Rumble. It seems that in the sky, thousands of stars explode at the same time, and the whole hate of the demon squad is broken. Fang Han's body rises, and one black hole appears around the body. It is a large swallowing technique. Countless days, the Demon King and the demon are swallowed up. At the same time, there is a bridge under his feet. Another door of the nose keeps on opening. He Jin Dan, the size of the house, suspended in the sky, covered up the sun. This video will end here. Like video and subscribe to my channel.